Why hello, my name's Mark David Stallard and welcome to I'm Alive Animation. A good artist can just draw things from memory. Anyone that uses images or videos for reference are just untalented, gutless cheaters. Do you believe that? Then you're wrong. Today I give you full permission to use as much reference material as you want. I'm alive, and I hold on to you. As far back as I can remember, I always believed that only those people who could draw from memory were good drawers. If someone needed to draw by copying a photograph, or if they required the subject to be right in front of them, then they must be substandard artists, regardless of how well the picture came out. But of course that was not only untrue, it showed a gross ignorance of how art has always been done. Think about all those portraits of famous people that the great masters have produced over the centuries. Well, how would they have turned out if they refused to have their subjects sit for a portrait? Reference is an absolute requirement, particularly if you want some semblance of realism to your work. Now think about all the recent blockbuster movies and the use of CGI. Actors are scanned by machines, not by someone copying them by hand, but by machine. And the movements are recorded using motion capture suits and so on. They have to rig the 3D models and clean up the motion capture data so they move properly and so on. But where am I going with this? 2D animation has a requirement for reference material. Yes, I said requirement. Particularly if, like me, your style reflects the real world in any way. One of the techniques I use all the time is something you may have heard of before. It's called tracing. Yep, I'm a tracer. I import the reference image into MOHO and then literally trace over it, creating lines and shapes in vector layers. This is a surefire way to ensure that the proportions of what you're drawing is correct, particularly with people with bodies and limbs and faces and things. Now, of course I don't do an exact copy of the image, I just use it as a guide. Sometimes what I produce though is pretty close to the image. Sometimes it looks nothing like it at all. Just like the old-fashioned portrait painters who needed their subjects in front of them, and in the same way that CGI artists scan their subjects, likewise us 2D artists and animators need our reference material as well. So don't get yourself down if you feel you need to use reference images or reference videos. Trust me, you're in good company. If you're interested in seeing how I use reference images in my work, check out this video up here. Or there'll be a link in the description. I worked through creating a stage in a suburban setting using several reference photos. Reference is your friend. Not only is it okay to use reference images and videos to assist your 2D animation efforts, it is a requirement. So what did you think of that rant? Do you use reference images? Do you trace them or have them available on your second monitor? Do you think reference images is cheating? I'm keen to see what you guys think. So while you're dropping a comment, why not click the like button and even subscribe? I'd appreciate it if you'd be so kind. And don't forget, if you can imagine it, you can bring it to life. Oh, I'm alive.